According to the Akashic Records, if a person wants to be in a relationship with a mystic, what are some things they should look out for and expect? Please give us a breakdown.
A mystic is not just someone who is spiritually interested. They are someone whose soul is deeply encoded with the desire to commune directly with the divine. Their inner world is vast, complex, and often non-linear. They are wired to seek truth beyond appearances, to pierce illusions, and to live in alignment with the unseen. This means their energy is not grounded in conventional logic or timelines. Mystics often operate in rhythms, visions, emotions, and states of consciousness that shift and flow. Their love may feel cosmic, devotional, powerful, otherworldly, but it is rarely predictable. What to expect when loving a mystic one? Mystics need solitude, not distance. At times, a mystic will retreat, not because they don't love you, but because they must return to source for replenishment. If you take this personally, the relationship may feel emotionally turbulent. Understand that their solitude is sacred, and often a download or transformation is taking place during these inward phases. 2. Their emotions may channel collective energy. Mystics are empathic by nature. They may feel grief that is not theirs, joy that seems to come from nowhere, or anxiety that reflects a planetary shift. They often don't just feel for themselves, they feel on behalf of others, the planet, or even timelines. Loving them means learning to not always ask, why are you upset, but instead asking, what are you sensing? 3. They value depth over convention. Mystics may not care about social traditions, status, or appearances. They may challenge rules, roles, or relationship norms. If your love language is structure, clarity, or external displays, you must communicate this clearly and without judgment. Otherwise, you may feel dismissed or confused by their expansive nature. 4. They are always evolving. Being in love with a mystic means being in love with change. They are constantly being initiated, reborn, humbled, and lifted. You may fall in love with one version of them, only to meet a deeper, more awakened one 6 months later. Stability in the relationship comes not from sameness, but from spiritual alignment and mutual respect. Things to be aware of. Spiritual bypass or isolation. Some mystics, especially ungrounded ones, may avoid earthly responsibilities in the name of divine timing. They may resist practical matters or accountability. It's important to anchor the relationship in shared values and not let transcendence become escapism. Projection of guru energy. Loving a mystic does not mean they are always right or evolved. Do not idolize them or assume their insights are always beyond yours. Mystics need partnership, not pedestalization. Energetic sensitivity. Mystics often have finely tuned nervous systems. Environments, foods, energies, or even your emotions may affect them deeply. If you're not aware of this, you may feel like you're walking on eggshells. But with understanding, their sensitivity becomes a gift, a gateway to attunement. How to thrive with a mystic: honor their path, but stay rooted in yours. Don't try to become like them. Instead, bring your own medicine, your own groundedness, playfulness, or structure. Mystic unions work best when both souls bring balance to the dance. Ask Spirit to guide the relationship. Let the relationship itself be spiritual. Create sacred space. Meditate together. Allow your connection to be a temple, not just a dynamic. Communicate in energy, not just words. Mystics feel energy before they hear language. When you speak with presence, openness, or intention, they hear you more clearly than if you simply speak words without frequency. In summary, being with a mystic is not easy, but it is sacred. They will stretch your perception of love. They will mirror your soul. They may break your heart open, not to harm, but to initiate. If you're willing to meet them with presence, patience, and spiritual maturity, the union can become a portal, not just to romantic fulfillment, but to divine remembrance.